So I actually started drawing when I was little. My dad taught me. I started off when my mom gave me like a whole, you know, the 100 box like pieces of Crayola.
Yeah.
So my mom gave me that.
Oh yeah.
I started drawing on the walls like circles. I was like put like the furniture front. And they found it, got my butt whooped. And my dad's like, let me teach you like a normal human to draw on paper.
Yeah.
So he taught me that, and then I went from there. Kind of ended it throughout like growing up a little bit, and I came back only 2 years ago.
Oh wow.
So when I was in the fashion industry, I started trying to find like ways to de-stress myself. So I went back to art and started making fun of like the homies at work, do like caricatures of them real quick. And then I started picking it up and just started my own business. But
that's what's up.
I got more of my inspiration from my mom's garden because I grew up over there in the garden and then in the kitchen. So that's why you see like the cereal box for like food or like nature, and that's where I incorporate everything in. I started off at Dime Piece LA. It's like a women's contemporary streetwear brand. I don't know if you guys are too familiar with that.
I've heard it before, yeah.
I haven't.
So it's like women's contemporary streetwear brand, and then after that I went to Diamond Supply Co. So I worked there, and then Hall of Fame got under them, so I worked for Hall of Fame, so I did both of them at the same time.
That's
so
so
I did
cool.
cut and sew, accessories, headwear. I think I don't like working on like the same thing over and over again, so I kind of like go back and forth with it. But right now I'm doing just like freelance art, and I'm more for like animation right now. So I'm working for like animation videos and working with other mediums to see like what I like. Because usually with canvases, I get a little bored with it. So I like doing like more like apparel, shoes, and trying other creative
So
mediums.
like on like a computer?
Yes. So I do the design on the computer, and then I recreate it into like hand drawing it. As in for like collaborations?
Yeah,
or...
collabs that you've done. Yeah.
I would say Dead Stock Coffee.
Yes.
That was the
Shout out to
random.
Dead Stock.
Thank you, Ian and everyone. But yeah, that was the most random one ever, because that trip was a random trip. I'm like, ooh, sail on Southwest Airlines. I'm gonna go for a week in Portland. And my friend actually knew him. So I stopped by there. I'm like, hey, I'm Bun, blah, blah, blah. And caught up. He's like, you want to do a mural for Sneaker Week? I'm like, what's Sneaker Week? And he told me, I'm like, all right. I was like, when's the event? He was like, in 2 days. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's go bump out this 24-hour mural. So Jhene Aiko. So I started off 2 years ago. I was friends with one of her cellists, and he brought over her producer actually to my one of my first shows.
Yeah.
So I was talking to him, and then he was like, yeah, I'm Jhene Aiko's producer. I was like, and I love Jhene Aiko. Like, I cried when I saw it. The homie hit me up. Oh my gosh, I love her to death. So he was like, yeah, I'll buy this piece. She'll love it. I'll show it to her. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's cool. Like, thank you for supporting everything. And then I think just a couple months ago, I saw it. My homie actually hit me up. And he was like, is this your piece? I was like, what are you talking about? I looked, I was like, no way. I ran around the whole house screaming. I was like, oh my God, Jhene Aiko in her studio.
That's so tight.
So I saw it, and I was like, that's how it happened, I guess. He had it in his studio the whole time. That's a good question. I think it's mostly just meeting people in LA. Because in LA, there's a lot of people that you can network, and then it just like builds off of that. So I feel like everyone in LA kind of helped me in a way. I know for sure the first people that actually put me on was Grub Life, LA. They're like this little foodie base IGgram. They actually launched like this Filipino pizza back at home.
Ooh, that kind of sounds fire.
With longanisa on it. Have you tried longanisa? It's like Filipino sausage on top with an egg.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I asked him, I was like, can you ship it over here? Like freeze it real quick?
Yeah, that would be pretty fire.
So yeah, so they had that, and I was my first show, like showcasing, so.
That's so cool.
That's my big shout out for them for putting me on. Actually, I just messaged them through Instagram because I followed Gary Vee, and he was talking about like, yeah, you just DM people, all that. I was like, okay, let me try it one day, and it actually worked. And then when I met up with them, it just clicked, and they're basically like family. So that's like another part of my journey, is them putting me on and really believing me. And that was actually my first mural in LA, in their little Tokyo spot.
That's awesome.
So I did that one, and then went to Beaverton, and whatever upcoming places they're gonna open up, I'll be part of that too. I say to just keep pushing, honestly. It's so hard nowadays because everyone's in the art game, everyone's in the music game, but I feel like if you keep pushing and putting in the effort, putting in the sacrifice, and just ignore what everyone else says and tells you and laughs at you, you just have to be humble, be patient, and just go do it. Just do it, basically.
Just do it.
Basically, just do it. I feel like in order for you to grow, you have to go outside of your comfort zone. That's what I've been learning, because I'm always like boxed in, and I'm like, no, I can just step away and see how I am and like meet new people, do new experiences. I feel that's how you'll get more inspiration, motivation, and just like growth in general, and trying to find yourself. So that's my advice with that. Just like also putting your emotions into a positive outlet. Okay. Which, as you can see, like I do that with my own artwork, with like emotions or what's happening around me. That's what I input. And I feel like that's the best pieces, even if you're in art, music, or like acting, anything. Buhnbee. I don't know if I have it there. I think it's on the other jacket though.
The other one?
But we'll put the little @ sign like right here. Right in the middle, right here with the yellow.
Right here.